All right, so I came across a study from the Global Retirement Index in 2024 is when it was done. And before I get into the stats, because the stats kind of blew my mind, if I'm honest, it took me a while to kind of assess and see what they were trying to tell me. But before I get into that, I just want to ask a question. Um, and that question is, what is your retirement number? How much money do you need to retire, to feel comfortable and confident in retirement? It can be monthly, it can be yearly, it doesn't matter. Because I think being able to answer that question or not being able to answer that question is going to give us some insight into what these stats that I'm going to show are actually trying to tell us. So leave me a comment below. Let me know. If you have to think about it or if you're not sure, that could be part of the problem. So let's get right into it. I'm going to pull it up here. Actually, wait. Before I pull it up, I kind of want to explain what it is. It's really a survey that they conducted, and it's asking people in different brackets. So they have different amounts of money put away for retirement. The first bracket's like 100 to 300,000. The next one is 300 to 500, so on and so forth. And they're asking them how comfortable they feel, or do they feel like they still need a miracle to be able to retire? And like I said, the outcome is surprising. At least I thought it was. So now we can pull it up. So here we go. This first bracket, we're going to focus on 2023 because who cares about 2021? Is forever ago. So in 2023, people that had between $100,000 and $300,000 put away, 46% of them said that they still believed they would need some kind of miracle in order to retire comfortably. And this part didn't shock me, to be honest, because $300,000 is a lot of money, but I don't know if it's enough to carry you through retirement. All right, so that one didn't surprise me. Let's look at the next one, though. This one is $300,000 to $500,000. And on this one, 47%. 47% say that they are not comfortable and they still feel like they need a miracle to retire. It's a 1% difference, honestly, for a $200,000 difference. That seems so. Immediately when I saw this one, I was like, that seems a little odd to me. That the difference is so small between someone that has 100 to 300,000 and someone that has 300 to 500,000. Because money wise, that's pretty significant, I would think. But I can also see that might be tight if you're relying solely on that for retirement. So I could see that. But honestly, for the first two, I would have thought that a higher percentage of people would have felt uncomfortable, right? More than 46%. I know I would feel uncomfortable, especially with 100,000 in that range. I would not feel comfortable retiring with that. Let's go on to the next one. So the next one is between $500,000 and $1 million. And this one's 43%. So we're still right in that same range. I mean, it's a 3% difference, 4% difference from 43 to 47 for $1 million. And I don't know, that one surprised me a bit. I feel like $1 million is quite a bit. Especially considering that most Americans don't retire with anywhere near that amount of money. It's just kind of odd to me how these people feel almost exactly the same as the ones that have between 300 and 500,000 and the ones that have 100 and 300,000. Let's look at the last one. High net worth investors, 1 million plus at 42%. Can we all agree that if you have over $1 million put away for retirement, you're probably okay? You've probably made it. I would call that successful. Like, you're going to be fine. So when I asked the question at the beginning of the video of what is your retirement number, how much money do you need to comfortably retire, I think that might be part of the problem, is that people don't know. And so they want to err on the side of caution, which I understand. But at the same time, that not knowing and erring on the side of caution can cost you years of extra work. I think that's part one of what this might be indicating. Part two could simply be the lifestyle. Maybe there's some lifestyle creep. Maybe they bought a bigger house. Maybe they're now accustomed to the finer things in life. And they think that once they retire, they want to maintain those nice things. And that's obviously going to cost them more. So $1 million might not be enough. That's my takeaway anyway. If I just look at it just, point blank, and I'm not really thinking about it, to me, I would just say, man, it doesn't matter how much money you have. You're never going to feel comfortable retiring. You're never going to be able to retire comfortably and confidently. But I refuse to think that's the answer. I think there's more to it. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, and I'll talk to you next week.